I actually have very little to say about A Link to the Past, mainly because it is a pretty good game to begin with, and it packs a lot into its overworld, and it had a pretty substantial remake already that gave us a bonus dungeon and a whole entire second game added onto it. The one gripe that I do have with it more than anything else is the fact that you can't do the 3 heart challenge in it. When you beat a boss in A Link to the Past, you have to pick up the heart container to progress with the game. And that just feels strange to me because you can just ignore the heart container in every other game. And I enjoy being able to play the games with challenging myself and doing it with only 3 hearts. Aside from that, I'd also like to see Bombos used in the game somewhere. Bombos is one of the 3 medallions you can get alongside Quake and Ether. And Quake and Ether are used to access 2 dungeons in the game, but Bombos is just not, which is strange. So, just for the sake of equality there, I'd like to see Bombos being usable. And aside from that, I would like to see the Palace of Four Swords from the Game Boy Advance remake actually playable in the game, since every other version of the game we've had has been a report of the SNES version. So I've never actually played the Palace of Four Swords because I haven't played the Game Boy Advance port. But it's a fun bonus dungeon from the looks of it, and I'd like to try it out, so yeah, make that happen. So since I have so little to say about A Link to the Past, I'll also cover Four Swords in this video, since it's not really its own game. Though it is kind of, we still count it as its own game, even though it was never released by itself, aside from that download. So first things first, Four Swords also got a pretty substantial remake. In fact, it probably has the best remake of any Zelda game in its series, because they just added a load more content and gave it a 1-player mode, and did it all for free, so Four Swords was just like the best thing Zelda has ever done. The fact that the game's only kind of moderately good is second to the fact of how generous they were with that giveaway. Anyway, what I'd like to see from Four Swords is online capabilities. That's kind of very straightforward and simple. We already have a load of bonus stuff given to us from the original game. Maybe give it a few more dungeons like that, but more than anything else, I'd like it so you can actually play online with your friends or even random people. I think it would suit the game, the levels aren't that long, and if it works in Triforce Heroes, let's see it work in Four Swords. Aside from that, the only thing I'd like to see from Four Swords is in the challenges where you do several different floors to Vati's palace. I would like it so Vati actually gets stronger at the very end of them, since you get loads of different heart containers every time you complete a floor, and then when you fight Vati at the end of it, it's just like, he's not going to kill you because you have just so much life. So I'd like to see him get a bit harder for that mode. And that's it from A Link to the Past and Four Swords. These are both pretty complete games that I don't actually feel the need to see much more from. Tune in next time where I'll talk about Link's Awakening.